Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at my fungus growers. The first colony I want to show you out of the two is my Tracky MMX Desertorium founding group. Well, neither of these are going to be colonies, but they will be, hopefully soon. As you can see, this Tracky MMX founding group does have a decent amount of fungus, and these guys are doing really good. Now, I don't know exactly when these queens are going to end up actually getting their workers, however, I hope it is sometime soon. I've been having this colony, well, technically group of queens, something or other like that, for a decent while now. If you remember, these are some of the first leafcutter ants, or technically fungus grower ants, that I caught while in Arizona. The flight of them was kind of odd because I wasn't exactly expecting them to fly that morning, and then all of a sudden we started seeing queens fall out of the sky, and well, I got to collecting. This species of Tracky MMX, or really most Tracky MMX, don't exactly get the largest of colonies. They get around about 1,000 to 2,000 workers on average, so their colonies are definitely smaller compared to that of Atta or Acro MMX. However, they still do get a decently sized fungus garden, therefore they should be pretty fun to keep long term. Now, of course, eventually they will kill off these other queens, so I'm going to end up removing off these queens once this colony ends up getting a little bit larger, and just keeping one colony in the main one. Or one queen in the main one. I can't speak English today. I was really hoping for this colony to get workers before the end of August, however, it does not seem like they're exactly doing that. I don't know if the queens are like duds or something, but I don't know why exactly they haven't gotten workers yet. They are doing good regardless of the fact that they don't have workers. They have a decently sized fungus garden, and that's pretty much all I can really hope for with that fact. I hope they're just really slow to grow, because if they are a dud, or group of duds, it's going to be definitely really sad when eventually those queens end up dying. So yeah, here's me hoping that these queens are in fact, bred. Anyways, moving on to the next one, which is my Acro MMX Versacolor founding group. Now in here there are 8 queens in total. Now the good thing about Versacolor is that these guys are actually polygynous, so I can keep these queens together for indefinite amounts of time, and they will always keep them around, which is amazing. And they are also doing amazing. Now I do believe these guys have some pupae and some larger larvae, so I do believe that this colony is going to be founding very soon. And with how many queens this colony has, if one queen dies, it doesn't really matter. We'll just straight up get rid of that other queen and then have another queen begin laying. I believe that most of these queens will not actually be laying at all during the entirety of the colony's life until one of those queens end up dying, then the next one will come in and start laying as well. And due to how many queens are inside of this colony, or well, founding group, the fungus is doing absolutely amazing, with all these queens tending to it, going and grabbing food for it, and just doing a lot of amazing work on it. The fungus garden is looking healthy. The diet of these ants is primarily flowers and some leaves. Now, in the wild, they mainly eat on mesquite leaves, however, whenever the flowers are in bloom, they really target those ones. Of course, dried though. So in the wild, you just see them trailing with a bunch of mesquite and sometimes some flower petals, depending on what time of year you're in. I believe they sometimes will raid people's gardens for flower petals in order to feed their fungus. So because of that, I've just been feeding these guys flower petals, specifically rose petals. That seems to be one of their favorites. I could probably end up going and, grabbing some different types. However, it seems like they're really enjoying it, so I'll just stick to the flower petals and not really, attempt anything. It's been so amazing being able to go in here and check up on this ant colony every single day and witness the growth of this fungus, because pretty much every single day I go in here, it has grown a decent amount, like a noticeable amount. So it is amazing seeing how this fungus went from being a tiny little ball into this massive, well not massive, but a decent sized fungus garden, being able to sustain all of these queens. Of course though, this isn't their only fungus garden. They actually have 2 for some reason. There is one that is off camera in this shot, and then there is another, which is, well, the one that you're looking at. For some reason, these queens decided that, yeah, we're going to have 2 different fungus gardens, which you can briefly see in that shot there. I don't know why they decided to do this, however, I mean, you do you, I assume. But yeah, so these have been just the colonies that have been brewing in the background, just casually in a drawer, as I've been busy recording with the Fedole and other such ants that I had caught. I was going to wait until they got workers to show them off, however, the fact that it's taking them so long, I got impatient and just decided to, show them off a little early. Of course, though, these are not the only queens brewing in the background, such as the Fiddly Spidonia queens, which I have just kind of chilling out, which have actually just gotten workers. This is an old video from about a month ago of the queen just kind of chilling out. I have many of these, and my personal one have finally gotten workers, so soon a video will be out on these guys. And then alongside the Fiddly Spidonia, I also have a ton of Pokemon MMX, including a few personal ones which are getting really close to having pupae. So hopefully soon I'll have a Pokemon MMX Barbados colony to show off, and also I have a few of these larger Chromatogaster which also hopefully soon will be getting workers. In fact, they have pupae currently, and some may actually have Kalos. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you dislike it, subscribe if you're new, check out all the links in the description, the Instagram, Discord, Patreon, all that fun stuff down there. Subscribe if you liked it and all that, and I'll talk to you all in the next video. Goodbye.